going on, you guys? I can't really see the background at all. Whatever, I don't care. It's snack talk. Grab a snack, we're gonna talk. Today I got myself a little snacky of mashed potatoes. So, this video is gonna be about my trash eating habits. In the past, I've made one of these called I'm a Garbage Human. You can go watch that after you watch this one, or before, or not at all, whatever. And I just kind of talked about how lazy I am and I don't do things. And my goal was to maybe either have people relate or just feel less bad about some of the lazy habits they might have. So today it's gonna kind of be the same idea, but I'm gonna be talking about my eating habits instead of my lazy habits. So I guess I'll just start off with these. I pulled these out of the fridge to heat them up. I open up the lid. I pull out a big nasty ass, long ass, black ass hair. And a lot of people would have thrown out the potatoes, or at the very least not eaten the chunk around the hair. But here I am. It makes me want to gag. But I really like mashed potatoes. There was one time when I got these little candies from Michael's or something. Like, I was buying supplies from Michael's and I was passing this candy and it was like some old-fashioned vanilla drops or something. I don't know. It was like vanilla cream covered in chocolate. And I was like, these look f***ing bomb. So I grabbed them, paid for them, got back to my car, broke them open, ate about 10, and I felt so sick. Like, the chocolate wasn't great. It was like kind of sketchy chocolate that like immediately makes your stomach hurt. And the vanilla cream also really made my stomach hurt. And I was like, oh my god, these are awful, I need to throw these out. I finished the bag. And not in like one sitting, which I've done that before, but I finished it over like the course of a couple days because I would leave it in my car and then I'd get in my car and be like, oh shit, I got candy in here. And I'd eat one and immediately after one, the wave of sickness would like wash over me and into my stomach and I'm like, oh my god, this is disgusting. And then I start driving and I hit a red light and I'm like, but maybe I'll eat another one, you know? And for like a week, I would just be sick driving everywhere I went because I'd be eating these shitty ass candies. So I was like, I'm not gonna let my money go to waste. I get so bad to the point that after the candy was gone, it was gone. I found one in like the wedge between my seat and my cup holders and I was like, oh shit, like it's one of these candies. I ate it. So let me just give you all the facts right now. I got this candy that made me physically ill, and not only did I eat the entire bag, but I made it a point to eat one that had fallen under my seat in my dirty ass car and had been sitting there for like 2 weeks. I ate that. That's disgusting. I just have terrible eating habits. Another thing I do, I will come home and I need to eat. So I'll go to heat up leftovers or make myself some pasta or cut up some vegetables or whatever, or no, I don't do that. I just literally threw that in there to try and kid myself that I regularly eat healthy. No, I will heat up some little mini vegetable egg rolls or some old pot stickers or something, and while I'm waiting for those to cook, I'll pull out like some f***ing ice cream or some animal crackers. One time I even made myself a sandwich while I was waiting for my lunch to cook. And it's like, at that point you just have to look at yourself and be like, what the f*** are you doing? You don't need that much food for lunch. I also don't know when to stop eating. One time I ate pizza until I threw up and then I finished the pizza. Like, eating's supposed to make you feel refreshed and energized. No. I will eat so much and then I will not be able to move for like the rest of the day. Like, the day's over. I'm not gonna go do anything else. One time I pulled a Michael Scott from The Office before he ran the Fun Run Marathon, and I had fettuccine alfredo before a gymnastics practice once. No, that's not something you do. I was so sick. Another time, I had one of those big swirly rainbow lollipops. I was like 7, I think, and I was going at it. I just kept licking it, and I ate that sucker until my tongue bled. Like there were red streaks and I just kept eating it. I was 7. Like this started at a very early age. If I ever drop food on the floor, you bet your ass I am eating that food. The only reason I might not eat it is if something fell like sticky side down. Like a piece of toast with jam, which I would never eat, gross. I don't like toast. If that fell face down, I might eat it, I might not. Piece of pizza, if it falls face down, we'll see. We'll see how bad it is. I probably wouldn't eat it. I'm not saying I wouldn't eat it because honestly, I don't know how far I'm willing to go. I'm just saying I probably wouldn't eat it. I don't know my boundaries. I don't know my boundaries. I'm constantly surprising myself in the worst ways. I just get so excited about food. Like, I'll go to Taco Bell a lot. I talked about Taco Bell in another one of these. But anyway, I'll get like 2 things off the little dollar menu because I have no money. And when I have like a $5 bill or like a $10 bill, I fantasize about what I'm gonna get at whatever fast food place I'm going to. I'm like, I'm rich! I can get so much stuff! Because usually I only get like 2 things for my $2. But now that I have $5 or $10, holy shit, we're gonna feast tonight, boy! And then I order more than I can eat, and then I eat it all, then I feel sick. So, and you'd think that would be my lesson. You know? Happen once or twice, and I'd be like, whoa. Is this worth it? No, it's not. Do I remember that before I'm gonna go get all that food? I do. Does it stop me? No. So it's just this vicious cycle. Eating and then getting sick and then hating myself and then starting it again. And I can never say no to food. I'll go to functions and stuff or like parties or whatever, and if there's food there, that is where I am. If you want to socialize with me, I will socialize with you by the snacks. Like, I'm not gonna go meet your friend or whatever. If your friend can come to me, because I'm not leaving the snacks. Just recently, I went to a get-together. I brought mozzarella sticks to share with everyone. Stick them in the oven, take them out. I didn't tell anyone that the matzo sticks were done. Okay, like if they wanted some matzo sticks, they could just migrate to the kitchen and get some. And I was standing by the matzo sticks, and I had like half the matzo sticks box. And I'd see people like pass it, they'd grab one or whatever, and then so like 5 or 6 people grabbed one on their way past, and then people would come by and be like, holy shit, where are all the matzo sticks? And I'm like, I don't know. I totally didn't eat all of them. And you know, that's another thing, the serving size was like 2 matzo sticks, give or take. Try 2 boxes, honestly. I hate it when a bag of food will have more than 1 serving size in it. Like you get a small bag of Chex Mix and it's like, servings per container, 3. And I'm like, why would you put 3 servings in a singles bag of food, you know? Even drinks, like a Gatorade. And it's like, you think I'm gonna take the time to drink half of this, put it away, or eat half of this, put it away for another time, and then eat the other half the next day? Absolutely not. It's like they're trying to make you feel bad about yourself. Cause you'll be like, to the last little crumbs of whatever you're eating, you turn the bag around and it's like, servings per container, 5. And you're like, okay. But kinda in your head, you didn't look at the back at the beginning because you knew it wasn't gonna be 1 serving size. So you waited till you were almost done to be like, oh, if only I had known, I would have stopped after 2 bites. Then you just lie to yourself some more. And you know, I won't even be hungry and I'll be eating. Like there was a point last year where I went through a bag of almonds, like literally this big, that's not a joke. It was like a bulk bag of almonds this big. And I just snacked on those from 8 in the morning until 10:30 at night. Like, it was fucking almonds. Nobody eats almonds. Why am I eating a nut? Who wants to eat a nut? Like, I'm not a squirrel. But I was doing it because it was just something to snack on. Like, I needed the motion in my mouth, even if I wasn't hungry. And I think that was a pretty good alternative for a while, as opposed to like Hershey's Kisses like I did a couple weeks ago. I bought a family-sized bag of almond Hershey's Kisses. Back to the almond, I know. Like, instead of snacking on almonds, I was snacking on an almond surrounded by a Hershey's Kiss. And I got like a family bag of those, and I ate them in one night. I had wrappers literally everywhere. There was wrappers in my bed, there was wrappers in my car, there was wrappers on the couches and stuff in my house. Like, I changed my bed sheets. I know, crazy. I changed my bed sheets like 2 days ago, and I lifted up the sheet to change it, the fitted sheet, and wrappers had gotten underneath my fitted sheet. So I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm trash. I'm garbage. My eating habits aren't even like a habit. My eating habits are just consistently shoving food into my face. And I'll be eating something before dinner and my parents will be like, okay, kitchen's closed after 4:30 because you're not gonna be hungry for dinner. I'm like, you guys, I'm gonna be hungry for dinner. I don't know what makes you think I'm not gonna be hungry for dinner if I eat this Pop-Tart right now, but I'm gonna be hungry for dinner. Also, this one's kind of specific, but when someone buys like a cheesecake platter or whatever for reasons, I don't know, I've just had a lot of those in my life. I don't know if anybody else buys cheesecake platters for things. I can't even think of the specific reasons why we've had cheesecake platters, but it was for something. It wasn't just because we bought cheesecake platters. But I've had them often enough that someone will say, every time, like without fail, someone will say, oh man, cheesecake is so rich, I can only have one piece. And the piece is like this big. And I'm like, one piece? Because I can have like 4 fucking pieces of cheesecake. I'm like, not too rich for me, bitch. Keep them coming. And I want to try all the different flavors of the assorted platter of cheesecake. And that's another thing I do. I don't care how full I am, if there's more than one flavor of something on a display or like a snack table or something like that, or I get a bag of candy that has different flavors in it, I'm trying every flavor. I don't care how sick I get, I don't care how full I get, I don't care if I throw up, I'm trying every flavor. And it's not good. It's not good for me. It's absolutely awful for me. Nothing about this screams good. So I don't know why I just said that. Like, I'm a fit person. I'm not like morbidly obese or anything. But if I wasn't in a sport, I would be dead probably. Like, I would probably be so fat and unhealthy and my mashed potatoes are gone. So I guess I'll end the video. Honestly, sometime in the future there's probably gonna be a part 2 of these because there's a lot of shit that I'm not remembering now that I know I do with my food habits. Check out my other videos. Okay, bye.